Hermat-Little theorem. For every positive integer a and every prime p, a raised to p equal to a mod p. For this we can also write ap mod p equal to a mod p. So this thing we can write like this also. Actually, what is this? A mod p. What is a mod p? This means the value of this is equal to r, where r is remainder, and this remainder will lie between 0 to p. It can be 0, it can be p. For example, if we take p is equal to 3, then what is 1 mod 3? This is obviously because 1 cannot be divided by 3. So this is obviously 1, and 2 mod p mod 3 is 2, and 3 mod 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, 4 mod 3 is equal to 1, 5 mod 3 is equal to 2. That means it is the remainder where r is remainder when you say a is divided by p. So for this, if we want to check it is true or not, this is 5 mod 3 is equal to 2, and if I raise p power, that means p is 3 and I take mod 3. So this means 125 divided by 3, what I get? Still I get the remainder 2, right? So in this case you can say 5 3 equal to 5 mod 3, because when 5 is divided by 3 we get 2, and 5 raised to 3 divided by 3 we get 2. So this is the actual meaning. Now we go with the theorem. So there are two cases. What is the case? If a is divisible by p, then a mod p is equal to 0, right? Similarly, if it is power, because a is completely divided and ap we can write a p times. So each a is divided, so 0 0 0 we get 0 p time, and this is finally 0, that means left side and right side are equal. So theorem is true. So we can say A P mod P, this is 0, and A mod P, this is also 0. But here only 0 raised to P, which is 0. So theorem is true. Now again we take, if A is not divided by, A is I change this, A is not divisible by P, then by division algorithm, A is equal to QP plus R, right? Now this part is definitely multiple of P, divisible by P. That means I can write this A is equal to R mod P. This is actually A is congruent to R, the remainder, right? This is mod P, and R lies between P and equal to 0, but R cannot be 0 because it is not divided. R is 0 if so, R cannot be 0 because A is not divided by P. So this equation become R lies between 1 and P, and this can be 1, or you can say, if you want to make equality, like this. So R is a number which lie between 1 to P minus 1. That mean R belong to UP. UP is a group which has element 1, 2, 3, P minus 1, and our operation we take multiplication modulo P. So this is group, and by the corollary, and also we have proved A is equal to R. So we show, since A is congruent to R mod P, so we show R P is equal to R mod P. So R belong to this UP, and we know R raised to mod of order of UP is equal to identity, and identity is obviously 1, because the corollary we know A raised to order of G is equal to identity. This is a corollary we proved. That means the order of UP is obviously the number of element P minus 1. So here you can say this become, I rub this become R raised to P minus 1 is equal to 1 mod P. Right here also, because our operation is, why we write here, I make here little mod P. because our operation is not simple multiplication, operation is mod p. So this we can write rp is equal to r on multiplying r both side mod p. Because r we have root, it is, we have shown this, so the theorem is proved. So or hence theorem is